Yeah, again, this is a video 2 on the Snap-on VERUS Edge, but I just need to, again, this is going to not be in any order. It's just kind of what happens, what you're fixing. But again, before I got this, I had a cheap scan tool. And so the code came up, I think it was P1143, which was this purge valve. So I need to walk through what's going on here. So when I go to component test, engine, I know it's part of the evap. It's the purge flow sensor, which I just showed. So let's just say that we want to do some test. In other words, this is not just a scan tool. This is also a testing tool. So if I go to a DC voltage test, for instance, and I read it, for one thing, I have an option to use the oscilloscope, which I'll get into later, but I just want to show you some of the problems. Let's just read it. Connect test leads. Yellow is the PFS signal. Again, it says right there, this is what's great about this tool. Black is the known good ground. 2. The initial key on voltage should increase 3, blah, 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 okay? So this is telling me exactly which terminal, what test, what the value should be, and so on. And then I could hook up an oscilloscope and read it in a graph mode. But, so here's the first issue. So, you notice it says back probe, which means you want to back probe into the wires while it's still hooked up. Well, this didn't come with any back probes. So now we're going to get into why I bought this. Again, I was in construction most of my life, but now that I'm starting to play around with cars, it comes with you want to test something and you never seem to have the right connection to back probe or hook up or so on. So here is the sensor, the purge flow sensor, but I needed a wire that was the exact right size. Again, this is all going to be important in the future. So yeah, you can go out and make your own or figure it out, but I just got tired of doing that. For one thing, you can't keep them in order. They're all over the place. You can't find them. So I went through this kit here. First of all, I got this from ASE Wave. It cost $279. It's not cheap. But again, I'm going to keep saying this for a few videos. I think if I want to resell this, I can sell this as a kit, or I can hang on to it, or I can keep both. But I think I can get my money back on all this if I wanted to. But anyway, it turns out that as I left off in the last video, I didn't know what size pins those were. So I went to measure it with, this tool, trying to get down inside. That one fit in there. So I just said, heck with it. If I'm going to have a good tool, I need to have the right connections. So this comes with like 4 of each. So it turns out this is a 1.5 female. So I have 4 of them. So now let's go back again. So if it was on the car, it says back probe. Well, what I like about this kit, it comes with back probes. This is where you stick it right into the wiring harness. Let's see, where is that thing? Well, again, it's not, and this sounds like a needle, but it's not hooked up, so I can't show that right now. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in this kit that I'll probably get into later. But, so yeah, it's great. It came with a back probe. But now I need to plug this into something. Well, this kit came with this, and I can't do it with one hand, but this will plug into this, and that. And that, other end will plug into here. or if I wanted to see the wave signal, or I could plug this into a voltmeter. Now again, I got other leads and other voltmeters, but I'm trying to get everything into, I'm trying to use this tool. So that's why I bought this kit. So there's also a potentiometer, which means like a dimmer switch. There's all kinds of stuff in there. There's stuff to check airbags, there's alligator clips. But what's good about this is everything plugs into everything. It's all in one spot. And when I'm done with it, I'll put it back in. But since we're off the car, what does Snap-on say about tests? So I'll go back. Let's see. This one says back probe also. Resistance test. So these are all hooked up. But this one's key off, so I could do this test off the car, because this is just, if you can follow that, there's no voltage involved. But anyway, how do I close this? So anyway, this is video 2. This is why I bought this. It cost a lot of money, but I am just so tired of digging around. For instance, I made a bunch of leads, and they're just, you don't know what to do with them. I've made them in the past. And I got connectors that I made. There's all kinds of junk. It's all over the place. This is only in the house. But anyway, so this is step 2. If you're going to use this tool, you got to have the probes, and you're going to have to know how to use them to use this. So do you need to buy this kit? No, but it sure is coming handy, because this is a 1.5 connector. Where the heck do you get a 1.5 connector? And 1.5 means 1.5 millimeter. And it also, they're all marked, so if I go to put them back, I know exactly where they're going to go.